Alright guys, welcome back to the finals between me and Aiden. It's been a while, and I apologize for that, but this is a best 2 out of 3 match. Aiden took the first match, 6-2, and now he leads Drapey and I lead Machamp. So here we go. To start off, I get Dynamic Punch after he cross poisons, and it does a not that great amount of damage. I'm happy with the results. Machamp will go in Dynamic Punch and get the Confusion, which is a big plus. Plus, I thought it might knock it out. One hit KO. Didn't. Oh well. Big deal. No big deal. We're moving on. He cross poisons again. I expected that. Um, I go for the Stone Edge. Just save my dynamic punches in case I can use them later. Doesn't look like it because I don't really have any healing on generally. So it is what it is. So he goes out to Metagross here, and at this point I'm just hoping that I'm faster and I can get some damage on him. But he bullet punches, which is gonna knock me out. But it's not that bad of a thing because I wanted a clean switch anyways. Because yeah, here comes out Defense Fan, which is my Skarmory, my new Skarmory I built just for this match. He goes out to Togekiss because it's his special sweeper, of course. And I get a free Stealth Rocks setup because he knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything with Metagross. So I go out to Mrs. T to start Sandstorm. Plus I knew he was bulky enough to take whatever Togekiss had. And he goes for a Flamethrower, which, no big deal. He'll live it pretty well. So, bad news is he burns him on the Flamethrower, which I'm like, fucking dick. This is ridiculous. So Sandstorm's whipped up though, which will help start killing this Togekiss. Got good special defense boost now, so I'm not really too worried about what's going on. I gotta avoid being String Grace to death though. So he switches out, which kind of surprises me. He goes back out to Metagross, assuming for the Bullet Punch, which is no big deal because either I was going to get a free hit or I could switch out, which I did to Size and get a free switch to Size. Size is going to eat anything that Metagross has up but his bullet punches. So I switch back out to Defense Fan to completely wall out his Metagross, which is cool because that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take up these physical hits that I've been getting slammed with in the matches against Aiden. So he does it well. He completely what do you call it? Gets his lefties damage, and he goes back out to Togekiss. Togekiss is now going to take Stealth Rock's damage. Plus, he doesn't know this yet, but he is about to get roared. Roared back out, so he gets damage on Togekiss and then damage back on Metagross. No big deal. Metagross isn't going to take a lot to rocks, but then again, he can't move, so it gives me an opportunity to get free leftovers. And Sandstorm Star Rages, so no big deal. He Hammer Arms here, which, it's going to do a good, decent amount to Skarmory for a Hammer Arm. But his defense falls. I roar him away, taking care of that problem. He goes back out, gets Gyarados. Gyarados switch in. Not too worried about Gyarados except for his Waterfall, because Waterfall, for some reason, always flinches me. So I got to avoid getting flinched here. Defense Fan gets an attack drop. Big whoop. Like, that's going to do much. But Sandstorm Rages, buffeting Gyarados after taking Stealth Rock entry hazards, which is sweet. Because now I know his team's starting to be worn out, and he's going to be affected a large deal in this Sandstorm. So that's always a beneficial thing. I move out here to Ninja, and I'm not sure why I did that. I know Skarmory could have taken a Waterfall, but I think I went out just to get the T-Punch and knock Gyarados straight out. Bad news is Lucario took heavy damage on the switch-in, so it wasn't going to be a good thing, and he's likely going to predict the T-Punch, so, well, it happens. I then debate whether I'm faster or not, so I just go for the extreme speed, which, pretty much wasted my Lucario. Kind of upsets me, but I had to do that. But get some damage on him, and yeah. But taking down Gyarados is gonna be a big step in the right direction to having Shuckle be effective in this match too. So, you know, it is what it is. So we continue moving on. Sandstorm rages once again, and Gyarados gets leftovers health, which nullifies the Sandstorm. I go back out to defense fan here, which I should have stuck with to begin with and just roared. But he takes the waterfall here. And he'll live it. No big deal. And roosts off the damage, which is cool. Means that Gyarados is just going to be sitting there doing nothing while I continue to roost and regain health. His only opportunity is to switch in Togekiss, which means more Stealth Rock damage. And if I predict where I hit, I could switch him back out. So Aiden right now is in a tough spot with this Skarmory. And kind of flustered, I would assume, not knowing which way to go. So he EQs, predicting another roost, which was silly. I Toxic, because my Skarmory's awesome and carries Toxic, and wears people down twice as fast with Sandstorm going, Toxic and Stealth Rock roaring, cycling mojo. So that's what happens here. Gyarados is now just going to start taking damage slightly. I don't have to do anything special just to rock this guy. So yeah, it's again, this match is fantastically even. I think he goes out to Gengar and takes Stealth Rock damage, which I roar again. Brilliant prediction on that one. This match is complete antithesis of my last match, which I just completely, it was awful. But not to take anything away from Aiden. Aiden did a great job, but I was just playing poor, real poor. So he close combats here, which is going to do neutral hit, stabbed close combat. I'm kind of worried about it, but I know he's a huge defensive wall. But I just go for the Toxic, get damage on him too. He's just starting to rack it up. Skarmory setting up big for a late game sweep possibly, which is awesome. Only last Pokemon that I'm really worried about on his team right now is Metagross. Because Metagross, once he enters, or Metagross, however you pronounce it, is going to be able to take on most of my team without much of a challenge to kill him, except for Mrs. T. So I gotta save Mrs. T with his flamethrower attack. And yeah, Mrs. T is a him. You've been over this. To try to deal with Metagross, so I gotta stay away from him. Yeah, so he's just gonna be taking damage to poison and sand, and I'm just gonna be roosting off his hits. He's just gonna be dropping his defenses like crazy. Which is no big deal because I don't really carry an attack move on Skarmory. So worry not, my friend. So I do have to mention that this time we're playing through our second league, our winter league, which is going very well. I do not have a lot of videos from it, just because I am an idiot and forgot to save them into my game. So I have I think one match out of the 4 I fought. So I'll get that to you, and then I'll get some supplementary videos to help ease the pain of you guys not being able to see my second league battles. Yeah, I may have another one against Steven in this league, but I'll let you know. So pretty much I'm now going to just start cycling him. It's going to help wear him down, and that's all I can really do. I've already toxic half his team and been raging on him, so we're going to keep moving through him. We're getting towards the end of this portion. I hope you stay tuned, see if Aiden can pull out the championship here, and see if I force a game 3. So, thanks.